morning. We're going to start by setting a ring rail, let's say 7 USA. Then we will select the ring rail, F6, outside ring rail. We're gonna go something, something like that should be okay. It's really up to you. Let's try to make it slightly more anyway, something like that, it's okay. Remember that you can change this as you wish. Okay, something like that. Then we change to perspective view. We're gonna set the profile, so we select the ring rail, F6, add profiles. Make sure you select second rail and select the outer rail. So now it's going from there to there. Then just make it narrower. Okay, and then add in order to put another profile here on the top. I usually use 3 different profiles. Just bear in mind that the less you use, the smoother the surface is going to be. I'm gonna make it 3.8 approximately. And then add mirror because I want another one on the other side. Then enter. Okay, by using this we can already make a solid. So just surface, sweep the rail, one rail, another rail, and then the cross-section curve. Enter. And that's the seam of the surface. Just make sure that all the arrows are pointing to the same direction. Okay. Enter. And then here always close sweep because the ring has to be closed. And then here you check on the side view. Just check on maintain height and preview. You will see that the shape changes quite a bit. Okay. If you check it, it's more like this, which is probably better. Okay. Then just okay. I'm gonna check on shaded so I can see it better. Okay. And now what I want to do is put a point. So I'm gonna go to curve, and then on the second block I'm gonna go on shaded here as well. I'm gonna put that point using the red layer here. Okay. I'm gonna select that point and go to mirror and make a mirror from the 0 enter, and then shift to the right or to the left because I want it in there. I basically did those points because now what I want to do is create an arc going from these points that way. Okay, I'm doing this because now I want to turn that curve into a surface. So I'm gonna go to extrude and I'm gonna make a surface. I'm gonna go and shade it here as well and here as well. Shade it. Okay, and now I'm gonna use this surface and I'm gonna rotate it. I'm gonna move it a little bit. Yeah, something like that should be okay. Okay, and then this is a surface now and this is solid. What I want to do is I want to cut this solid here in the middle. I want a gap here in the top. So I need to turn this surface into a solid. I can do that just by typing in offset surface, sorry. So offset surface, enter. Now you see those white arrows are pointing in that direction. I need to change that. So here on the command line at the end I have flip all. So flip all and solid must be on yes. Okay, doesn't really matter the distance, it's not important in this case. Just press enter and now we have one solid and another solid. So now I can select this last solid and make a mirror from 0 enter that way. Okay, so now if I make a Boolean difference as the first object and this is the second one, you see here I have a gap. Then if I do it again, I have this. I did an arc because I want this to look slightly curvy. Okay, it should be more than that, but anyway, it's okay. You see from here, it looks slightly curvy. That's what I want. Okay, then actually I could use this last. You know that here we have well, if we have a solid, come on, let me go this way. We can use the last one. I'm gonna get rid of this and this. Okay, that's a solid. A solid is made of different surfaces, so I can select this solid, explode, and get rid of this, this, and this, and this. Okay, so now I can use this, and what I can do is do offset again, offset surface, but now I'm not going to check on solid. Okay, and now distance, in this case it's sort of important. I'm going to check 1.5 maybe and enter. No, that's not going to work. Now what I wanted to do is this. Okay, I basically want to do this, something like this. Okay, I just move it, I just drag it. Okay, because what I'm going to do now is use intersection. So intersect, I'm going to intersect this object with this object, enter, and now what I have is a curve, a closed curve. Okay, and I'm going to use it now. So I'm going to select that curve, F6, profile placer, and I'm going to move it here on the top. Okay, just look for the middle point. Okay, and then I'm gonna change it. I don't want that shape. I'm gonna make it about 1.7 width and about, yes, something like that. And I don't want this shape. I'm gonna change this shape. So I'm gonna click on this folder and I'm gonna use this one. I'm not sure if that's going to look nice. Anyway, right. Let's move it down a little bit. Okay, a little bit more. Well, I'm gonna something like that. We can change it later, so don't worry. And now I'm gonna use sweep one rail. Surface, sweep one rail. That's the rail, and that's the profile. Enter, enter. Whoa, that looks horrible. Looks horrible, but should be okay. That, get rid of this. Yeah, that should be okay. This is happening because this curve, it does make a strange shape in there. It's not really something to worry about, actually. Yeah, you see, if we split that curve into two, and we do the sweep one rail now, well, we join this bit of curve with this bit and this bit, just join it, and if we do the sweep one rail now, it should be looking much better. Yeah, not too bad. We click on OK and we can mirror that to the other side. We join it. You see that it's happening because we are doing it. So let's go backwards. Okay, because this, it's in there. If we just, we will save a lot of time if we just pull it that way, and then in the to that. Okay, that's gonna be much easier. So now intersect again. This object with this object, we have a much simple curve. Let's try to put the profile in there, here in the top always. 1.70, something like that. And now we do the sweep one rail. Okay, it's much easier. This is enough for what we're going to do. So, okay, and now if we use this ring rail and we make it a solid, in this case we can use both sides. Now we are going to split this into two. So Boolean difference from this object and this object. Okay, let's just rotate it that way a little bit. Yeah, that's enough for what we want to do. Okay, what else? Well, yeah, I would usually put this into another layer. This is completely up to you, but I think it's better. Okay, and now we're gonna put a gem here, so it will be visible from the front view. So we're gonna go on gems, gem loader, select this one. Of course, the size is up to you. We're gonna make it small anyway. F6, MSR. We move it that way. We pull it that way. I'm gonna make it about 2 mil. It's gonna be slightly inside the finger rail, but I mean it's still comfortable. So F6 bezel. Okay, that's important. Uncheck boolean. And well, I don't like the way Gem Vision does the sets the bezel by default. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna make it like that. 0.5 should be more than enough. And this is important. Make sure it goes further than that line, further than the ring rail. Okay, now we need to split this, so we can just easily go to solid, make a massive box that way. So now we can just make a boolean difference from this object. Hang on, I'm gonna put it slightly inside, maybe not that much, something like that. And now boolean difference from this object and this object. Okay, I did this because now I can select these objects and make a mirror from there to there. Okay, and it joins exactly in there. Okay, so we have a neat finish up there. Okay, oh well, I forgot about this. Click on that object, F6, extract isocurve, because we want to put gems in there. So I created a line in there, and now if I select that line, hang on, and that line, doesn't matter, extract isocurve here and join it, so we have one single line. Okay, that's a line. Actually we should click on rebuild just to make the curve smoother. Okay, it looks slightly off center, but it's not going to make a massive difference. Gem and curve, instead of F4, instead of down, click on object. So now all the gems will be looking at the object. Okay, we must make them smaller, and in this case, as it's something mirrored, we should check mirror and make sure that dot stays here in the middle. So now everything is mirrored. Okay, let's pull them down. Also just play with spacing a little bit. Yeah, well, let's leave it like that. I mean, this is just to show you how it's done. Okay, it's not like a final product. Okay, always make sure to bring them inside a little bit, maybe not that much. We're gonna use close on there, so okay. Okay, and then, well, we could use prongs. I mean, I would usually use channel set, but we're gonna see that in another video. I honestly don't feel like doing it now. Okay, just make sure to close. Also mind that we're doing this for the render. Okay, it's not the same whether you're doing it for manufacturing or just for the render. Sometimes, especially when doing pavé and all that stuff, you need to change the design a little bit. Okay, enter. Okay, that's not good. 6, edit prongs, and I'm gonna make them a little bigger. Okay, that gem looks slightly up, so I'm gonna ungroup them, and I'm gonna move this gem down a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so now if I select this, not this, yeah, I'm gonna move them. Well, sorry, I'm gonna mirror those gems and those close up to there as well. Okay, good time to save now, and let's call it video, and I'm gonna put it here. Right, what else? I'm gonna place a massive gem on the top. Well, massive, yeah, something like that. How big is that? That's, yeah. Actually, this we might get rid of it later. Yes, something like that. Enter. Okay, so now I'm gonna well, actually I'm gonna make like a plate, like a halo. So I'm gonna use smaller gems in there, much smaller than that. So MSR, yeah, maybe 2 mil, it's okay. I usually set the bigger stones on the gem 01 and then decreasing, so the smallest ones are gem 04 and something like that. Okay, I'm gonna make a halo now. I don't usually use the halo that comes with matrix. It's a good tool, but I'm not used to using it. So now we could just make a circle. So circle from 0 enter up to there. Okay, this gem is just a reference. I will need to edit it later. What I'm going to do is basically the halo is going to hold this gem. I'm gonna create some claws that are going to hold the actual halo. Okay. Okay, so now if I select that curve, I can just F6, not F5, profile placer. So I have a profile, and I'm gonna make a profile. I will make those gems smaller, they are quite big. I'm gonna make it completely flat. What was it? Yeah. Okay. Move it down. Okay. Oh, it's also important, try to avoid sharp edges, basically because on the render it's not going to look nice. So I'm making just an offset, not an offset, hang on, fillet on the edges. Okay, and now I can just, oh, hang on, this is not okay. Well, yeah, it is okay. I can make surface flip one rail, so that's a rail and that's a profile. Enter, enter. That's my halo. I'm not sure actually if it's called halo. Anyway. Okay, maybe that gem should be slightly bigger. We can change it later, so I'm not concerned. Okay. As this is meant to be part of the ring, I would put it into a metal layer. Then if I select that bit, F6, extract isocurve, and I want to look for the middle point in there. I want that point because I want this curve to be exactly in the middle. I want it on the middle because now I can, with the curve selected, press F6, gem on curve, change that F4 for object, select that object, and move this that way. Of course that doesn't fit in there, so it has to be smaller. Yeah, that's enough. Could be slightly bigger maybe. Yeah. Point 17, that's okay. Okay. Okay, now in this case we could, that's better. Well, that's going to look weird. Anyway, just an exercise for you to show you how it's done, okay? What else? Yeah, let's select this. We can use channel builder here. To use channel builder, you should go to this view, wireframe, because you need to see the inside. So you need to make this like that. Okay. Something like this should be alright. Enter. And now solid, Boolean difference, the first object, enter, that's the second object. Okay, yeah, well. And now we select that. We can just F6, MSR, and pull them down a little bit, tiny bit. Okay, then we can select this, F6, prongs, enter. Okay, so we have the halo. We just need to put some close for that gem. I mean close going from that gem to the halo, and then from the halo to the shank. I'm gonna save again just in case the computer crashes or something, which could be quite annoying. Then select the main gem, F6, and I'm gonna make like little claws. So what is it? Head builder? What is it? The head builder. Head builder. Okay. By default, it's going to be set with 2 rails here. I don't want to use them, so I'm clicking with the with the right button of the mouse. So I remove them. I get rid of them. I would probably have to raise the gem up a little bit. The gem is quite big, so I don't want to use really thin claws. That should be much shorter. I want this to end next to the halo, well, just below the halo, something like that. But of course this doesn't fit, so that means that I have to put it that way. But yeah, I will have to raise the gem a little bit, so let's raise it up. Get rid of them, select the gem again, F6, head builder. Now just pull them down. Okay, something like this looks better. Maybe not that open. Okay, and shorter. Just mind that we're doing this for the render, okay, not for manufacturing. Yeah, could be okay. Okay, and then we need to set some claws from the halo to the shank. So what we are going to do, we should save, and now I would just trace a line from there to there. The thing is, in order to trace that line properly, we should hide things just to make it easier to see. I'm gonna put that in that layer, so I can just don't say that. Hang on, that should be on that layer. So now I find it easier to trace a line from there to there approximately. Well, I'm gonna show this. Yeah, I mean, this is the minimum information I need to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna make a line. I'm gonna make a line. Hang on. Approximately from there. We will edit the, oh hang on, not this kind of line. I'm gonna use this line. We will edit that curve later, so don't worry. Okay, something like this. Just make sure that the line goes below the finger rail, okay? Just in case, so we always have plenty of space then. Okay, let's see if this works. Well, I don't want it so open, so I'm gonna check control points, get that control point and move it. I'm gonna move it up. Okay. Okay. Now let's make that support, that claw. If we just make a pipe, which is solid here, it's gonna be sort of boring, because for instance radius, let's say diameter 1.2. Okay, that's gonna be really dull. So I want that support to have a like an interesting shape. Okay, the thing is, first of all, I don't want the claw to be here. I want the claw to be in that position. So I need to go to the top view, rotate from 0 enter to here, approximately here. Okay, once we have this support, we will mirror it in that side and then the two of them to the other side. As I don't want it to be like just like a pipe, I'm gonna select that circle, that curve, sorry, F6, profile placer, and I'm gonna change the shape. Of course I don't want a rectangle. Let's say something like that here at the end, and then I'm gonna add another profile on the top. Just make sure that it's on the right position. Okay, I'm gonna make it narrower. I'm gonna change the shape for something more interesting. Let's see this one, for instance. Okay, and I'm gonna put it slightly that way. Okay, so it's slightly into the halo. Might be too big. Yeah, something like that. And of course this should be much smaller. F6. I'm gonna make it slightly bigger because I want the claw to be slightly wider on the bottom. Okay, so now I can go to surface, sweep one rail, touch the rail, that's one profile and another profile. Let's see how it looks. Just make sure that the arrows are both pointing to the same direction. Well, not bad. Okay, let's show everything just to see how it would look like. Not too bad. Okay, important. Of course we don't want that support to look flat on the top, especially for the render it will look horrible. So select that profile, F6, profile cap, and let's make a nice cap on the top. Okay, and now this is a surface and that's a surface as well, so we should select both of them, join, and now it's still a surface. We want a solid. So now that this is both joined, just cap it. Cap is in solid here. Cap. As long as this is planar, as long as this is flat curve, it will cap the object automatically. So now that we have this, we can just get the ring rail. If we find it difficult to select the ring rail, we can just go here on the finger layer and right click. Well, actually we'll select that as well. Okay, so let's get the ring rail and solid, extrude, make it a solid, and now Boolean difference with this from this. Okay, now that's a metal part, and now we can make mirror to that side and mirror to that side. Okay, quite good. There's just one thing left. Now I'm gonna save.